Maybe because I am a total follower, copycat, a wannabe, whatever it is you want to call it. I'm making another pirate shirt. Also because Bernadette Banner made another one in black, and she is really, really cool, and I want to be really cool like her. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm hoping today is going to be kind of a one-day make. Fingers crossed. My first attempt at a pirate shirt was fine. It wasn't great. I kind of just winged it, I just did it. And they turned out okay, but they're not really shirts that I reach for. So I want to try it again with an actual pattern. And this time it's going to be better. Dang it. I want it to be billowy. I want big sleeves. I want gathers. I want it all. And I want to make it in a few hours. Also, I want it to be black, but I don't have any black fabric. Weird, I know. So I'm going to make it out of my trusty white wedding fabric from 15 years ago, and then I'm just gonna dye it black. I found what seems like a pretty simple tutorial on Pinterest, and it led me to this website. I'm gonna follow that and see how this works. Also, just for time's sake, I'm going to machine sew this. If it turns out well, then I'll probably hand sew another one later. It is currently 2:54 in the afternoon. We are gonna see how long it takes me to get this done. Let's go. Should I iron this first? Yeah. Am I going to? No. No, I am not. Overall, this pattern is pretty simple in that it is two 30 by 30 squares, two 22 by 30 rectangles, and then there's a rectangular collar piece, two rectangular cuff pieces, a couple of gusset squares, and then the little like neck thingy. Cutting it out is really not that difficult, and I feel like it's one of those patterns that if you fudge it up a little bit, it's so billowy you're not going to be able to tell a difference. While I am being sort of careful cutting this out, probably not with the diligence that other patterns would require, if that makes any sense. Can we also appreciate how in my post-wedding exhaustion, I never washed this fabric? Boop, boop. That might be part of the reason why I'm dyeing this black. Where did I put my pen? Hello? This is digging into my time. Found it. Collar is 20 by 6. None of the scraps from what I just cut are 6 inches wide, so I'm just gonna do a 3.5 inch and sew it down the center so it makes a 6-inch panel. Piecing is period, right? The cuffs are all 10 by 4. I feel like this is one of those projects that if you're not like a super careful sewer, you could probably do pretty easily. I might be speaking a little too quickly. Yeah, I feel like it's not as difficult as other things. Hopefully, I don't regret saying that. I also have no idea where I'm ever gonna actually wear this, but I think I've said it about other things. If I don't have it, I definitely can't wear it. I feel like I need to have one. I've got all of my pieces cut out. The next thing that needs to be done is I'm gonna sew in the gathering things, stitches, gather up the sleeves and maybe the neck, and then I guess start assembling. Shoop. So with these sleeves, there's not a rounded edge at the top of the sleeve. All you do with these is you gather kind of the center 12 inches. So for each of these sleeves, I'll run a couple of gathering stitches at the top, and the bottom, you gather the bottoms up so that it fits inside those cuffs. That ends up being your sleeve. So we are an hour in. I have the cuffs on the sleeves, which means I have the gathers done here. The gathers at the shoulders will come when the body gets put together. And I have started sewing the body pieces together. So I'm gonna try this on just to see what this area kind of looks like. So let's put this on, see where our neckline is. Ugh. Come on. So I think I need to unpick this side. Actually, I may need to unpick both. So I think I'm gonna unpick both sides to about here so that it's a little wider open. I'll finish these up and then get the sleeves going a little bit more. I will check back in when it makes sense to check back in. How's that? It is 4:40 and I kind of intended on this to be like the check-in now that I've got a sleeve on. But I have made a grave error. This is my sleeve. So what I think I did with a 30 by 22 inch rectangle, I put the gathers on the 22 inch side and they're supposed to go on the 30 inch side. So now I have a shirt, half a shirt, meant for giants. So the question is, do I just lop it off right here and then, you know, bunch it up? But it's not very billowy, but you know, it's fine. Or do I do the right thing and unpick it and do it the right way? Both of which are work, and I'm trying to get this done today. Also, I'm starving, so this is just one of those setbacks that happens and it completely throws me off my game. But for the sake of doing it right, I'm going to unpick it and I'm going to do it correctly. However, I am going to eat dinner first because I'm starving. Maybe if I eat dinner, I can re-energize a little bit. I'm also not gonna count that time in the amount of time it takes to do this because I should have done it right the first time. This always seems to happen. I was wondering why the gusset wasn't working out the way it was supposed to. Like, it's really tight. It just didn't, like, it's just ridiculous. What is this? I have like an elephant trunk here. So anyway, gonna go eat, maybe eat my feelings a little bit and come back and keep working on this. So next time you see me, it'll probably be a little more moody in here because I will probably come back when it's closer to dark. Perseverance, right? We are at 7:30. I have eaten, I feel a little bit better. I have unpicked everything, taken all the little teeny tiny threads out, and I've ironed all the pieces. I am going to try to do this right. You already kind of saw how the sleeves are supposed to be put together, so I'm just gonna throw those together and then we'll jump to like the collar. Hopefully, the next time you see me, this will have sleeves on it. Every time I try to do a one-day make, it ends up being more than one day. I don't know. I still have hope. Maybe I can get it done tonight. But it is 7:30. Hopefully I'm not out here all night. It is day 2 of my one-day project, and we're gonna finish it today. After crying over some Chinese food last night, I came back to correct the mistakes that I would not have made if I had just used some caution in the first place. I finished up around 9 p.m. I think it looks pretty good, it fits pretty well, and I woke up this morning completely refreshed and ready to finish this stupid thing. Actually, I woke up this morning ready to go to Waffle House to mentally prepare myself to continue working on this. Shout out to Waffle House for the inspiration. I treated my shirt to a nice spa day in a black dye bath, followed by a cleansing spin in the washer. And while all that was going on, I sat down to jump on the coffee train coffee train, because like I said before, I am a follower and I don't want to get left behind, or I want to hang out with the cool people. I don't know, but I'm there. So I spent some time setting up my account. Part of the reason why I decided to do this is, yes, you can go over there and you can donate. And yes, you can go over there and you can join perhaps the lamest membership that has ever existed. But really, I wanted a place where I could sell my stuff. I've done Etsy. The more I use it, the less of a fan I am. And I think there are a number of people that are doing the same thing. We can get into that issue later. Now is not the time. Perhaps the most exciting aspect of this is that I can now post my digital patterns and my sewing kits. I ran into some pretty big issues with the messenger bag kits. While I'm working through those, I just want to acknowledge the people that won those a couple of months ago. I haven't forgotten about you. These issues came up and then I was embarrassed that it took so long, and then the shame spiral kind of kicked in, and that's when I don't ignore the things that I need to do, but going back and doing them makes me feel embarrassed and shamed all over again. So I'm continuing to work on those messenger bag kits. Those of you that won them will still receive them for free. I have not forgotten about you, I promise. I just need to get out of my shame spiral. However, if you head over there today, you will find what I am so excited about, my box bag, digital pattern, and the DIY sewing kit. Now, the digital pattern is already set, it's ready to go. You can download that at any time, and there is a video associated with it to walk you through the process. It also lists all of the materials that you need to get this done. My sewing kits are available to anybody in North America. Because I haven't figured out an economical way to ship internationally yet, I'm really sorry. It's probably a me thing, but the last thing I tried to ship internationally was a book, and it was going to be like $50 for shipping. Any advice would be wonderful. The sewing kits are up there for pre-sale. I'm going to close pre-sale at the end of August and then get those out in September. I am so excited about those sewing kits. They are exactly what I want to do with this. Buying finished bags are great, but part of this channel is helping people learn how to do stuff and helping me learn how to do stuff. So any opportunity I can have to help you guys learn the skills that I think are fun and interesting, that's what I'm all about. So anyway, I will keep everybody posted with any new products that may go up there. Again, there is no expectation on my part that anything will really come of this, but if I don't put stuff out there, it won't be there. And that's a really no-duh statement, but also you get it. You know what I'm getting at. So anyway, let's get back to why you're really here. Katie becomes a pirate. You ready for the reveal? Because I am. I'm never taking this off. The attitude that I get when I put this on is dangerous. And now I want to go to all of the Renaissance fairs. I want to go to pirate conventions. Is that a thing? Shipwrecks, docks that stare off into the sea. And I want this in green, really nice dark green. I want it in navy. I want it in maroon. And I do want an actual black one. As far as where it falls on the easiness scale, I think I would give this one a 5 out of 10 easy elephants. It's not as hard as other shirts that I've made, but there are skills that you need to at least have kind of a rudimentary understanding of to actually make it work. However, the billowiness of it helps hide a lot of the flaws. And really, if you're just gonna like wear it as a costume, the one area that I think really needs the most attention is like the neck and the shoulder seams. Originally, I'd put all of the gathering in the back of the neck, and when I did that, the shoulder seams fell like so far back that I constantly felt like I had to pull the shirt down. So I just remedied that by adding a couple of small gathers right here at the neck, and that balanced the shoulder seams out. And yes, I know that it's not black. I don't know if that's the fault of Rit dye. I don't know if I didn't put enough of it in there. I don't know if it's just the fabric, but charcoal gray is fun too. And actually, I think I really like the gray. I had actually forgotten how much the pattern on this fabric sticks out when you dye it. And I think it's kind of cool, but I do want to make one that is jet black. So I'm gonna do that eventually. Do this. Make it again, do like 3 or 4 of them. Make it out of some silly fabric and then tag me on Instagram so that I can see what you made, because I really do want to see what this looks like in a variety of patterns and colors, because I have a feeling it's going to be fun no matter what. If you get a chance, pop over to Ko-fi and check out my digital patterns and my sewing kits. Like I said, I will have the box bag up there by the time this video goes up. And as always, subscribe, give this video a like, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!